Susan Galvin was a records clerk for SPD. In July of '67, the 20-year-old's body was found in a parking garage elevator at Seattle Center. The one suspect SPD had was never charged for lack of evidence. Then last summer, SPD provided DNA evidence from the crime scene to Parabon Nanolabs. Using a public genealogy database, they created a family tree for the killer and identified a suspect, a JBLM soldier named Frank Whippich, who passed away in 1987. Police exhumed his remains earlier this year, collected his DNA, and it was a match to that from the crime scene. Seattle police say it is the oldest case where genetic genealogy has identified the killer.
I hope it sends a message that obviously we're not going to quit on these cases, no matter who the victim was, no matter what the circumstances. I also think it sends a message out to criminals that we're still going to hold you accountable, even if you pass away.
And in this case, it's the killer's family who will have to bear the burden of knowing what he did so many years ago. Whippich was also stationed in New York, Alaska, and Germany, and authorities are now looking into whether he might be tied to any other cold cases in those areas. Galvin, by the way, was the oldest of 8 children. Her brother Larry released a family statement today, and it reads in part, 52 years later, we learn the who, but still have no clear understanding as to the why. There will always be that lingering question.